Wonder what's in here. Haha! Now we're talking. Much more realistic. Fine. You asked for this. How? Oh, you gotta love the ones that make you sweat.
Hey everyone. So Deadpool released today or last night in Australia. As of the time of this filming, it isn't actually currently out on the American Steam yet. Still got another 15 hours to go or so. But I mean, I've played this for a couple hours now, and this game is really fun, funny, and just good. And I definitely think, hands down, people should pick it up because I don't know, it's just hilarious. The whole time I've been playing it, there's been a smile on my face. I wanted to touch on one thing though, which is the settings for the PC. Now, it seems like it's a kind of a straight port, settings wise, but luckily because we have a keyboard and a mouse, we can do pretty much whatever we want, the settings, so it is fixable, and I want to go over this because I don't want people to play it and get discouraged because the default setup is quite bad. But yeah, I'm going to show you now how you can actually, or what I've done to make it much more playable and enjoyable. So yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, keyboard, mouse layout. So obviously you have your WASD, that's standard movement. The first thing I changed was the cycling of weapons. So you can cycle your melee weapons, your ranged weapons, and your grenades. Now this was defaulted to like N, M, and J. Now, if you're a PC gamer, you know your right hand's always going to be on your mouse, and your left hand is always going to be on WASD. So any other keys you need to use on your keyboard need to be within reach on your left hand of the WASD fingers. So pretty much anything from RFV over to the right, and tab shift control on the left. Anything in that spectrum you can use. So I mean, you can even go as far as using T and G, but that's going to extreme. So obviously for weapons, most games, to cycle through weapons you use the number keys. So I changed my melee weapons to 1, my ranged weapons to 2, and my grenades to 3. So you just cycle through with those, easy. Now this is kind of a big thing I've changed. In default, you hold right click and you aim, kind of like iron sights in a first person shooter, and you left click to shoot. Now, most kind of games like this, God of War style hack and slash games that I've played on PC, use your left click to...
Alright, let's see. Just put tab A into slot F, and then plug that into the... This was a toy model. How does a toy model explode?
Anyway, as I was saying, most games, hack and slash games like this on PC, you use left click for your light attack, right click for your heavy attack. So it had a default, like Q was your light attack and E was your heavy or something. And it's kind of awkward using WSD to move and using Q and E because they're right there. It's very hard to get momentum and control yourself while you're trying to move, and yeah, you get the picture. It was fucking uncomfortable. So I've completely swapped around. So I used my mouse to use my melee attack, and I've changed my gun to Q, and my iron sighting, my aiming to Alt. Now, my personal playstyle, I don't really use, in this kind of game, I don't use the guns that often, so that's why I changed it to, because Alt and Q it doesn't seem optimal, but it works pretty well. But I kind of want to focus on swordplay anyway. So yeah, Alt for aim, Q for shoot. Let's see what else. So we got grenades. That was bound to, so I can't even remember what it was. Something retarded and far away. I changed that to G or middle mouse button, which you prefer. It doesn't matter. That's a common FPS keys for grenades. Light attack and heavy attack, obviously, like I was saying, left mouse button and right mouse button. Now you see over here on the left, it says X and C. For some reason, like this X and C, that's what's going to show up in-game when you're looking at your combos. So if say you go in any game like God of War, you go and I want to see my combos, and it's like do light, light, heavy, light, and that's a combo. So in game, it's gonna the symbol is gonna be what's on the left here. So it's gonna say XXCX for that combo. Now, I would rather much prefer it say left, left, right, left, but you can't get the stuff that you can get over on the right here to be on the left. Like, maybe you can, I don't know, maybe I'm just retarded, but from all the playing around I've done, I couldn't get this stuff over on this side so it would show up in game for my to show up on the combo listing. So instead I changed these to just some random keys, so I know now when I look at it, I know that my light is X, my heavy is C, because otherwise it would have been some random key, whatever I'd gotten rid of, so I could make it be over here. So just keep in mind, that's why these are X and C. So when you see, you want to go up and look at your combos, if it's light, light, heavy, light, it'll say XXCX. Same for fire, which I'd set to Q, and that's Z over here. So in combos, if I see Z, that means that's my guns. Jump, obviously spacebar, I left that as it was. Counter, teleport, execute. Now this was the first thing that made me want to change the control scheme, because this was bound to B. Like, if you put your fingers on WASD and you try and reach B while you're clicking in shit, because counter is like, if they're gonna swing at you and you use a counter, so you avoid it and you do a counter attack. It's the kind of thing you need to react and do, like, you know, like that. So lifting my finger up and moving it all the way over to B. I know that doesn't sound hard, but it's just dumb. I changed it to E because E's right there. It's easy, good, done. F is your focus. That's kind of when objects of importance, if you press F, it'll focus on them and show, you know, if your objective is that door over there. You press F, it'll make you look at that door. So I'm pretty sure that was F anyway, so I just left that. That was fine. This changed handedness. That controls which side of the camera, which side of your body the camera sits on. So it's either going to be over the left shoulder or the right shoulder. This can come in handy when you're using your guns as behind cover and stuff. So H, again, way out of the way, stupid position. So I changed that to left control. Much easier. Reload. This was like
red wire, green wire, blue wire, mean wire. Mean wire? Hey, mean's not a color. Okay, we're okay.
Use and reload, this was set to like B or U or something retarded like that. Again, reload in every game I've ever played has been R, so naturally I changed it to R, and yeah, it works fine. Long range teleport, that's V, that's, you know, reachable. I've only played a couple of missions in this game, and actually I haven't come across using it yet, but it seems to me that it's the kind of thing that's not going to be used very often, so V is fine. Momentum, that's your, when you get enough points, you get a power attack. That's shift plus a different key. That's fine, because shift is close to, you know, QE, all the other keys you use. And so yeah, that's pretty much all these combined make it, for me at least, a much more enjoyable game. I'll just go in now and I'll show you how it works in game. Alright. So this is just the first, you jump down and this is going to explain the controls to you.
How quaint. Does anybody remember how to play? I never read the manual.
You can't read.
Yes, I can.
I only play PC games.
Hey, there's some text. Player, read that shit. Do whatever High Moon says. Sweet. Jump button.
So, before how I was saying, the keys on the left are what's going to show up in-game when you're looking at combos and stuff. So this is an example. It says, see what X does. Now X is my light attack, and I would prefer it to say left mouse button, but I couldn't get the left mouse button to be over on that left pane, so instead I got X. Like I said, to me, now I know that X means light attack, so I just press left mouse button.
Light attacks, check.
And same with C. C is heavy attack, but it's actually right click.
Heavy attacks. Got it. I command goons to spawn so we can test our mad skills. Hey, mix our light and heavy attacks together and see what happens.
Enemies can't hurt us while we are teleporting.
Can't hit what isn't there, baby.
This is what I was saying about the
You know
E.
what's
This is a
better
kind
than
of a
not getting
twitch. See that
Getting
he was going to
back.
attack me. Counter with E. Now you don't want to be reaching across to press B or whatever it was to do this by default. So E is a very good alternative.
Okay, we get it. Buttons do stuff. Let's move on.
What did you have in mind?
Besides you two schmucks, one crate, please.
And then, yeah, the last thing I'll just demonstrate quickly before we move on is the H key. This is what it does. It moves across where the camera sits. So if you're behind cover and, you know, the wall is to your left and you want to change it so you're actually looking out to the right, that's what it does. So I changed that to control because I just don't want to have to reach across to H. Control, for me, playing first-person shooters, it's usually, you know, like crouch or whatever. It's much more fluid because it's right there. Hit it with my pinky. So anyway, I'll move on now to some actual combat in the first level.
Hey, we don't take fall damage, so go nuts. Ooh, an unsuspecting bad guy. Let's stealth kill him.
Alright, so again here, it says press C or Z. That's actually my light attack or my gun, which is Q, so yeah.
In my game, you get points for killing baddies.
Somebody get down there and shoot this clown!
I am not a clown, sir.
So I'll just demonstrate shooting now. Even though it's, you know, on your keyboard and stuff, it's still very manageable with Alt and Q. Alt to aim, Q to shoot. See, you can still take your time. So there it is, guys. That's Deadpool for PC. Out now on Steam for $29.99 for Australian users, or it's out in about 15 hours as of this recording for American Steam users for $39.99. Definitely from the couple of hours I've played for it so far, extremely fun game, very funny. If you like this kind of game like Devil May Cry or God of War, I'd recommend picking it up. I'll leave you now with a bit of gameplay of me using this control scheme just so you kind of know it works, and just in case you wanted to see what the game is actually like. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, something like that.
I always thought we'd make a great reality TV show.
Chance White dies at the hands of super sex pot mercenary. Story at 11. 2 extra slices for just $9.99.
Break out the heavy firepower! Stop this freak! What a man you imbeciles for! Kill him! I've got you now, Deadpool.
So a guy goes to a doctor and says, "Hey doc, it hurts when I do this."
Smoke out!
Smoke? But it'll be harder for you to see how awesome I am.
Heads up, they're dropping in from the catwalks.
If I touch you, do you not bleed? Outgoing!
Charge set! Fire! Guard that exit. Don't let him escape. We are all dead.
Ooh, nasty slide. Should have used the 5-eye. Oh, that sounded like bone.
Kill this guy already. Kill him! He's getting too close.
Ah, cut these guys some slack, Jancy. They're trying their best. they will die. What?
Because you shits can't do the job, I'm calling in my serious backup. Stall Deadpool until they get here.
If that hit you in the chest, I'm sorry. Aiming for your...
You think you're big time, Deadpool? You ain't shit. I've got dangerous friends. People who will end you. You're out of your league now.
Given the caliber of the guys you're throwing at me now, you'll have to forgive my skepticism.
I look good on camera, but you're gonna look better dead.
Ooh, fireworks!
When you die, try to make it look good. I might just put it on the air.
Okay, I'm gonna hurl. Yep, that's what dead tastes like. Enjoy.
Is anyone there? Come in. Did you kill him? I repeat, is the intruder dead? Over!
So, where do we go from here?
Only one way to go. Up.